Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Apex Seal Detonator. So on this episode, I will just give you a bit of an update on my blue car. I've taken the red car off the road, and at this stage it's going to be off the road for a while, unfortunately. But we won't go into that right now. We'll leave that for another day. Anyway guys, here we go, and yeah, enjoy, and I'll get back to you at the end of the video. So that's my exhaust system off my NA car. Obviously this is not going on the turbo. I'm just going to keep that on the side for a spare. That's 3 inch, that's 3 inch, that wrap's coming off. That plate's coming off as well, and it's getting V-banded. So yeah, just the start of what's happening. I think this thing's going to be off the road for a while. As you can see, a little O2 sensor hanging down there, hanging down, sorry. Oh, yeah, but I tell you what, the way I've set that up there is magic. I'll show you. Couple of custom bolts. These are high tensile. I believe they're 17 mil, the nuts and the bolts or whatever, with a spring washer and a bit of Loctite on there. And this thing here, which is worth its weight in gold, basically I just got under it, cracked it, bang, off. And as we know, I've been thrashing the shit out of this car, as you can see by the colour of the pipe, and none of these ever come loose. There you go. So I stripped back a bit of the harness. This is a MAF plug, obviously. These wires go back into, I believe, the ECU somewhere. So yeah, obviously that's as far back as I could go, because the wires that go through a like a connector, they were just basically glued in there. So yeah, I'll have to figure it out eventually if I want to start an engine on the ground. But yeah, this will be for the turbo car. Probably cut it up to around there somewhere. All right, I'm getting ready to solder these up, and then I'll heat shrink them, and that's my extension for my MAF plug. All right, soldered, heat shrink done. I might just put a tiny little bit of tape around those as well, because I don't like the quality of that heat shrink. See that? That's come through there a bit. So yeah, but apart from that, it's all good. It's lucky, see, blue and black, green and black. Lucky I double checked, because I had the bloody things the wrong way around. So yeah, that wouldn't have been any good. So yeah, that's a done deal. That will probably go around there, and then, I mean, under that thing there, and then MAF sensor is going to be sort of here somewhere. Beautiful. All right, I've got this rigged up to check for boost leaks. I don't think I'm going to get enough pressure out of this super cheap bloody air compressor, but we'll see. See, that's got to build up theoretically, and I don't think it's going to have enough, but at least I can have a bit of a listen and see if I can hear anything. So when I'm doing that, I can smell the smell of exhaust, like fumes, fuel. So I'm thinking it's pushing past this here. So what I might have to do at some stage is make a little cap to plug in the end of this, and then it can build up pressure, and I can just double check. I think it's pretty right, but that one there will need to be replaced because it's a bit short. But yeah, whole idea now is I'm going to extend that pipe there to come out to here, and then just got to work out which way the flow is on this. That's the flow. So the MAF is going to go around there and then come through there and hook a right and go up there. See how that goes. Theoretically is you need a section of straight so you don't get turbulence, and I've got a mesh in there as well, so yeah. So that's the damaged ball joint. This is my ball joint remover. Renegade, is it? Yep. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Might need two hands for this sucker. Here we go. Oh yeah, boy. Thanking you very much. Thanking you kindly. So, control arms back on. I'm not going to worry about changing the knuckles for now. My mate's still got to make them up, but I just want to get the car on the road so I can drive it around a little bit, and then I'll put the knuckles in at a later stage. But I think that's it for today. I've got tools everywhere. It's getting cold and windy. Yeah, I think that might be an episode as well. That exhaust system has to get painted up, and that's going to go on this car. Then I need to join a little piece from where that, I don't know if you can you see it. Yeah, see that V-band there? Probably a bit about 500 mil long, because I'm going to cut that flange off and then just extend it, V-band it onto there, and that'll be done. And then that V-bands into that section, that bolt on the back, and I've pretty much got myself an exhaust system for the turbo car then. So I just realised that it's not the end of the episode, because I'm only doing one video a week at the moment from now on. So what I need to do today is chuck these back in that blue car. All right, so 7mm preload on these. So they were 87 and now they're 95. All right, so, and I've obviously measured that distance as well from there to there, and that'll give me a starting point. The biggest mistake a lot of people make with these is they just take them straight out of the box, put them in, and then they bounce, and then they go, oh, they're garbage. But anyway, if you set them up right, they're not. All right, coilovers are back in, suspension's tightened up. I've got to leave the wheels off for now, and the next job will be to probably pull these plugs, see how they look, and then start sanding all this up, getting it ready for paint, or just quick wire buff, and then I'll hit it with some high heat paint. Not that it's probably going to last very long, but yeah. All right, coilovers are back in, suspension's tightened up. I've got to leave the wheels off for now, and the next job will be to probably pull these plugs, see how they look, and then start sanding all this up, getting it ready for paint, or just quick wire buff, and then I'll hit it with some high heat paint. Not that it's probably going to last very long, but yeah. Give it one coat, three coats. Yeah, I ran out of paint, but that's one section done. There's my little skid plate there, 3mm plate, but she's pretty good. I'll leave it the way it is, man. I'm planning on not having the front and rear as low as that red car. So yeah, we'll sort her out, mate. We'll sort her right out. So guys, that's it for another video. If you would have watched my short, you would have seen me making this thing here. It's pretty average. I mean, I didn't cut it properly because I just don't really have a good saw at the moment. I've got this thing here. But for what I'm going to use it for, which will be these long tube headers, it'll be fine. If we have a bit of a look here, because I'm going to go, that obviously is not 3-inch. So what I'll do, I will measure that, probably cut it back a little bit further, around there somewhere. And then, if you could imagine that, that's where the O2 sensor is going to go. Yeah, for the long tube headers for the RX-8, which is long overdue. And also, because I've now taken the red car off the road, these things here will be set up in the engine bay of the red RX-8. However, at this stage, they may have to be dual V-band. Well, obviously V-band up here. They may have to be a V-band down here as well. Maybe. We'll see. Not 100% sure. But anyway, in saying that, thanks heaps for watching, guys. I got a little bit carried away in the video. I was like, oh, I'll just shut it off here. And then, oh, I'm only doing one video a week. Back to two. Oh, well, this is the second one per week. I'm pretty much used to doing it. So if I've got content, I'll share it. Anyway, guys, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next episode of Apex Seal Detonator. See you later, alligator. All right, I'm going to try double clutching third to fourth. Oh yeah, perfect, no crunch. But I got to master it, I got to practice for the track, bro.